Welcome to another tutorial on Easy System Designer. This video shows the first steps in designing the motion of individual profiles. To do this, please start a new drive design for single-axis solutions. Select a traveling drive from the positioning group and use the preset data for the application. The motion design is already prepared with a sample profile of the general profile type. The profile is time-based and divided into segments. Please focus on the first two segments and remove the last two segments of the sample profile by selecting them with the mouse and deleting them by clicking on the corresponding button. Let's take a look at the first segment and click with the left mouse button in the corresponding area. The selected segment is now highlighted in blue, and the parameters for this segment are displayed below the diagram in the Add or Edit segment area. Please note that this area can be hidden and displayed again by clicking on the minus sign on the right-hand side. The Base Values tile displays the profile determining parameters according to the selected specification. The travel time of 10 seconds describes the duration of this profile element. When velocity and travel time are specified, the resulting distance is displayed in gray font and cannot be edited. The Acceleration tile shows the times for acceleration and deceleration and allows you to choose between linear and S-shaped ramps. The diagram area shows the signal curves for the distance traveled and the acceleration, matching the velocity curve. Tooltips are provided for both the parameters and the data points of the signal curves. If you want to extend the acceleration time to 2 seconds, click on Apply Changes with the left mouse button and look at the effect in the diagram. In the Additional Properties tile, a variable payload mass and a counterforce can be taken into account. For this segment, I now add an individual name for the motion task and apply it with Enter. If you want to shorten the length of the standstill phase in the second segment, to 5 seconds, click on Apply Changes. When the brake is activated, the motor does not have to provide any torque. Activating the inverter lock reduces the thermal load on the motor and inverter. These aspects are important for identifying the appropriate drive components. To add a new segment, select the desired segment type. In this case, triangle. Enter the parameters and select the desired position on the time axis, in this case, after segment 2. Now click on the Add New Segment button. Add another standstill phase. In our example, the profile specifications for the outward journey are to be used for the return journey to the starting point, but with the direction of movement reversed. This is very easy to do. Select segments 1 to 4 by holding down the Control key and clicking on the segments one after the other. Copy them by clicking on the corresponding button, move the mouse to the location where the segments are to be inserted, and click on the corresponding button again. With another mouse click, mirror the inserted segments on the timeline to reverse the direction of movement. Now adjust the segment names. Done. The motion design for the drive system is now available with all the necessary information. Finally, an important note. In order to correctly determine the thermal load on the drive components, Easy System Designer assumes that the current profile will be repeated. If the drive axis is at standstill for a longer period of time after the return journey, the specification in segment number 8 may need to be adjusted. Using the Next button at the top left, I can proceed to the next navigation step and continue with the drive design. Feel free to watch our other videos to get the most out of Easy System Designer.